at 20. I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the about to
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. Off we go here in Inglewood. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Douglas in motion. Now, faking the give. Oh, and they come after him right away, and definitely goes on the first play of the game. Jamar Stewart in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. That's out wide to Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here comes Jackson on the return. Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a 5th-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler. Looking to throw to get started, it's Rattler. That's complete. It's Yosibas. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 6. Well, right side to Olave. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. And that is incomplete. Andre Yosibas was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
First down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be taken down. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 33 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw again is Rattler. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow, 40%.
Rattler to the air once more. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Ready?
They're going for it. Here's Rattler. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to have the Saints first down. On what will be a big play there for 4th and long. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. York is good on the extra point. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. They'll get across the 20, mark them down to the 23-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
That's good. Rob Williams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 27.
1st and 10.
First down, New Orleans.
Hut.
Shotgun snap here for Rattler. Quick throw, taken in. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal, New Orleans.
Set.
Throwing again, it's Rattler. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Michael Mayer. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. You got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
Now it's York for the PAT. He gets it to go. Saints move out on top, 14-0.
Rams, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard.
1 quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. We're back in Southern California in a moment. 2nd quarter now. Rams in control of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. He'll drop to throw. Right side, complete to Nacua. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 35. And a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
13 leads to 3rd down and 3.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Red, cycle. Set, hut. 60 red, slide through. Ready.
Rattler gonna throw on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
And the Saints 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Rattler. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
On the set.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Let's
Saints.
go. Hut.
Out of the gun, Rattler. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. That one, taken in. Andre Yoseva. Touchdown, Saints. York, good on the extra point. And the Saints will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule and the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result.
Got it.
Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Stewart. The tackle made back at his own 49.
He'll look to throw. That's out wide to Williams. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's complete on the tight end screen. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
1st down, New Orleans.
Rattler to the air once more. He's got the tight end, Mayer. Saints going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, it is Rattler. He'll let this go downfield for Mayer. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing again, Rattler. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
And the Saints
to the air again, Rattler. His pass taken in by Shaheed. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd down and 3. Rattler to throw it again. Going up top. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
To throw again is Rattler. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Jackson now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Saints offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on 4th down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every possession you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on 4th down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on 4th down on 4th down. They knew they were going for it on 4th down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I had it. So I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and the players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll try to throw it again. Here's Rattler. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again, it's Rattler. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Shotgun snap here for Rattler. Forced out wide. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Rattler. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Pat McConkey. Touchdown, New Orleans. York good on the extra point. The Saints are able to extend the advantage to 28-0.
Cade York to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Crazy. Wow. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He was taken down.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for a Rams 1st down.
1st down, it is Williams. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Saints' 29-yard line.
Douglas in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, not always throw. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Block 40.
Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. Open down the field is Mayer, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
Rattler now back to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Saints. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Here, cut.
Now a handoff, running right. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
Down. Blaster. 6. 50. Green. Hut.
Out of the gun, Rattler. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Here's Rattler. Oh, high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. That caught. It's Trevor Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
Black, 95. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Rams offense ready to take over once more. They trail here late, hoping to put something, anything on the board before they get out of here. Going to start this drive, 1st and 10. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Come on.
It's another run here for Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
On the give, it's Williams. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Rams 1st down.
Cougar 19.
1st and 10 at the 42.
Now it's Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
2nd and 3.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Right side, complete to Nacua. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one, a win for the Saints. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're